After installing thousands of water heaters, we're sharing the complete truth between tankless and tank water heaters. By the end of this video, you'll know which one is the best option for you based on you and your usage.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Erica.
And we're Franzen Plumbing.
So sometimes the signs that you need a new water heater are pretty apparent, right? You're not getting any hot water or there's water leaking out of your hot water heater. What are some of the other telltale signs, Tim, that your water heater might be ready to be replaced?
If you lose hot water pretty quick, then that's a sign end of life. Any type of popping noise, anytime that you hear any type of noise out of it as well. And of course leaking, which we try to prevent, try to get to it before that happens.
So these are pretty inexpensive that you can purchase for your water heater.
Correct.
As well, and to make sure that it is an alarm, so if there is a problem. How does this work, Tim?
So basically what you do, it just takes a 9-volt battery and there's 2 metal contacts. You can put it by a floor drain, a water heater, underneath a sink, and for whatever reason, if water hits those 2 contacts, alarm will sound, kind of prevent a problem from happening, getting worse.
Nobody likes water.
Correct.
Unless you're in a pool or at a beach. Before we get into which one should you choose, let's talk a little bit about what the differences are between a tankless water heater and a tank water heater. Most people usually call and say, oh, I'd like something that's a little bit more space saving, right?
Correct, yes. You save a lot of room with a tankless.
Like the one that we just installed in the back,
yes.
Right? That's a big difference, and I can understand why people who don't have a ton of space in their home might want something that's on the wall versus taking up this big space in a storage room. The other big component of it is people always ask about, well, how much water are you going to be able to get that's going to cycle through, because people are genuinely used to having the water heater fill up with water and then it has the water in there to use. What about with the tankless? How does that work?
With larger families, you could go ahead and take multiple showers back to back and not worry about losing hot water and don't have to wait for it to recycle or anything, so you have benefits that way as well. It's instant hot water that you're receiving.
Okay, great. So let's now talk about the price differences between the 2 tanks, because that is the most common thing that comes up and why people decide to choose which one's the best for them. The cost difference between a tank versus a tankless is pretty significant. Typically, you're going to see with installation and a water heater, it's going to be somewhere in the area of around $3,000, depending upon what size tank you have, but it's more upwards of about $8,000 to $9,000 with tankless.
It is more expensive. Sometimes you do have to increase your gas pipe for the gas feed coming in, and your venting will change. You'll have to vent it up and out through an outside wall versus some atmospheric vents for tank type heaters vent through old chimneys and so on. So there is some work that is involved with it.
So in the end, making a decision for which water heater is best for you is a personal decision based on what the benefits are for either hot water to be continuously delivered to your home, or if you prefer the traditional method, you're looking to save space, and or based on your budget. But it's all personal preference, and we don't really recommend a specific route for a customer.
Correct, yeah. Whatever you prefer, we can put in for sure.